the invincibility of youth, a fallacy that seems all the more real with athletes. It's easy to forget elite competitors on the field share the same human condition. One Cavalier was gravely reminded of this fact just before the start of the 2016 season. Redshirt junior linebacker Malcolm Cook was poised to start for the first time in his career at UVA, but chest pains following a workout signaled a heart infection, one that dashed his hopes of playing time last fall and nearly cost him much more than the game he loves.
Getting up, walking off, it felt normal, you know, just was a lot of pain in the chest. When the doctor came back in there and he shook my world when he said, "Is something wrong with your heart?" Basically, you have like a series of many heart attacks, so we're gonna have to keep you. He put his hand on my shoulder and he said, "This is a real severe injury." He was like, "A lot of kids die from things like this. For you to still be up and living is a blessing." That's when it really sunk in, and I know for a fact that I won't be able to play this year. I just started thinking back, first year, second year, third year, you know, every year was like basically an injury. I think the reason I kept going is definitely the love of the game. I still had doubts. I still had a lot of doubts, like, man, should I still even be coming out here? Everybody feels that way. Freshman feels that way when they first get here. I probably could have woke up and been like that barbershop guy, like, man, I remember when I used to play, I used to do this, and I don't want to be that guy. I want to be that guy that does it here and that does it now.
The identity of student athletes is so closely tied with their athletic pursuits. The string of setbacks planted seeds of doubt in Cook's mind, but his close relationships with family, UVA support staff, and head coach Bronco Mendenhall helped him move forward. Mendenhall made sure Malcolm stayed engaged with the team. He was the defensive signal caller, and the coach shared the intricacies of defensive philosophy with his pupil. By chance, player and coach discovered they share a love of literature and the careful reflection it fosters.
I don't remember the initial exchange other than I told him about my passion for reading and learning, and I said, you know, if you're willing to take a risk, I think I have something that you like that might help you through this time. Hesitantly, he said, yeah. In the line at JPJ for food, he had his book. Walking up the stairs to team meetings, he had the book. I don't know how many we went through within maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 books, maybe 4, but he was just devouring them. But he was in a place where he was receptive to learning, and I just happened to be there. He's never looked back.
He always had like an open door policy. He had a meeting with the ESPN people. When I walked in there one time, I was like, I need a book. So it felt like I was in like dying needs for book. Like I just needed it because it soothed me out. Coach Mendenhall always told me while reading a book, if you're just reading it, then you're not really understanding it. But if you're reading and taking notes, then you're really understanding. That means you're really dedicating yourself as well to the book as far as getting better. And most of the books is marked up a little bit, and I kind of like going over top of his right now. It's incredible, man. It's a blessing.
Cook paired reading these pages with offenses under Mendenhall's tutelage. His off-season studies have paid off, a fact clearly evident during spring practice.
Coach Mendenhall used to tell me every day, if you're not learning every day, then you're just gonna be irrelevant. So he was like, always learn every day. If it's something little, try to learn it every day. Because once you learn, you get better. So I try to learn like one thing every day, and I try to work on that one thing. The greatest players can predict the future, basically understand, know what's gonna happen before it happens. I think I'm getting there. Coach Pop would tell me, do your job first, and then try to help everybody else, because I see a formation, I'd be like, yo, they coming this way, he blocking down, he coming to kick me out, and I see it before it happens. And I think that's the beauty of it, and it's incredible. I know the system, so I know where all my help's gonna be, so I just try to give everybody else the tools and the keys before it even starts. So when the play starts, we're moving.
Equipped with the lessons he's learned through adversity and apprenticeship, Malcolm Cook hopes to seize every opportunity during the upcoming season. Experience is important, but perspective is vital.
It's been so gratifying and so rewarding to see a young man face challenge. If there were no other reason to come to UVA, my relationship with Malcolm would be enough. He is an independent and bright thinker who's capable of contributing to the world besides football. A year ago, Without the health scare, I'm not sure he gets to this point. From someone that was kind of lost, dazed, and confused to now mature, experienced, and directed, it's a pretty cool story.
Tears will give you sympathy, and sweat will give you change. If you sit around and cry, nothing's gonna happen. So you gotta hit the ground running. I wanna be a great football player, but overall I wanna be a better person. If I can go out there in society and I can be a better person in society and help people as well, and that's life for me. And that's all I wanna do. I'm appreciative about life. It was a blessing to me, and I'm trying to give it back to everybody else.